TNP? He takes no prisoners.
TNP.
Ask him, he's TNP.
Well, you were already looking to semis.
This is my one of my biggest positions for my Chapel Trust, which you can follow on by I joined the CBC investing club. But we have been pushing and pushing and pushing for people to be in Marvell, and we were blindsided by how great this was. By the way, this Ford deal, magnificent. Got a deal with automotive to get some of those chips that people are having a hard time with.
Yes. Yeah, Ford this morning says they'll be the #2 EV maker within 2 years. Annual production capacity of 600,000.
Well, that's that bus squad. Yes, absolutely I buy. Absolutely. And that's far more than
Today is December 3, 2021, and the market has just started. And you can see the attack on the stock.
What was that? I mean, it was like the Jonas Brothers. One guy liked GM and one guy liked Lucid. It was incoherent, but it was also magnificent.
James Joycean sort of, kind of just moves from thought to thought.
It was, wow. I mean, it was like Ulysses, which is one darn hard book.
By the way, there's the opening bell. At the big board, a local bounty, an agriculture technology company celebrating a listing via SPAC. At the Nasdaq, it's Nutraband, maker of transdermal pharmaceutical products. Everyone wants your take on Didi, Jim, and what this means, this delisting, whether or not China Tech is toxic from here on out.
I think that I'll respond by saying that there's a fact sheet out today called Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act Final Amendments from the SEC, which basically says these have to stop. You can't do these deals. You have to identify whether a member of the Chinese Communist Party is on the board. You have to have your accountants be audited by the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, but I remember that because of Enron 20 years ago. But I think basically what Didi is an admission of like, okay, guys, we can't do this stuff anymore. And remember, Didi was the party coming out and deeming that it was basically, it wasn't as bad as when they deemed the tutorial companies as suddenly nonprofit, but good riddance to Didi. And welcome to,
you can see right on AHT.
What Gensler is talking about.
And
Gensler wants to protect us from these kinds of deals. Gary Gensler, head of the chairman of the SEC, doing incredible work to make sure this stuff doesn't happen anymore. Meanwhile,
you can still see the same sellers. You can see the sell coming from, you can see Amex, you can see NYSE, you can see BATS, NYSE Archipelago, you can see BATS, you can see EDGA, CBOE, CDG, and EDGA, and then AHT. For the AHT, look at them again. You can see NYSE Archipelago here, right here. You can see the BATS. You can see the EDGX right here. You can see the three of them. The same thing. You can see the BATS. You can see the account. You can see the account. It is a daily thing since October 18th. It is a daily targeted thing. The account has just been cut in half again, 50%. This morning.
Gary Gensler, if he gets his way, is going to make everything great. This is a must read. It'll take you like 2 minutes to read. It's only 2 pages, but it's really
December 3, 2021. And all this calculated to force Webull to liquidate my share positions.
Those skincare issues they need to get, they'll do fine. They did say on the quarter, don't worry about it. That issue will come up. And yet, what do the analysts try to
see?
The deal with Target? They just kept
Look at that. You can see that? 96,000 shares for a company that has almost 40 million shares. You can see that? Look at this. 483,000 shares for a company that has close to 200 million shares. And you can see the account now.
thought that
This is
Dave
the lowest
Dave
ever.
Kimball was a masterful
You can see the
call.
account now from
That's
33,000 to
something
11,000.
By the way, they're a true growth retailer. They're still adding stores. My Travel Trust owns Estee Lauder. That's Fabrizio Freda. He's the genius who was at one time at Procter & Gamble, but the stock's up 7, but I think that should go to an all-time high. He's at 350. Now that's a lot of cross-border. That the single biggest place to buy their stuff is at the duty-free, and if they get that, look out. Chinese are back buying. Remember, it's the Chinese middle class. It's not the rich that buys these. In our country, it is. Mac's very expensive.
Yeah, there's another product they have for ladies that's very expensive too.
You can clearly see what's going on in the account.
It's another one.
CoverGirl?
No, I'm forgetting it.
Maybelline?
From 11,000 now to 30,000
No, for my neck. Can they give me something for my
to
neck?
31,000.
Make it look better?
Yeah, no, Kybella. That was something that
And meanwhile, see that?
That was one that made it so that
The stocks are still where they are, to 36,000.
For 2 weeks and a couple of weeks off. But now Kybella is being used to get rid of fatty deposits around your body. But
You can clearly see that from 11,000 to 36,000.
Rodriguez, to tell him that that's what it's being used for, who's the CEO of AbbVie.
And meanwhile, look at the two stocks that make up the account. They're still where they are. See the volume on this? Still the same thing. 491,000. And you can see the AHT that they took down. 104,000 shares. Both of them constitute almost, actually, both of them in the Webull account constitute 99% of the account.
7%. Got a lot of great drugs. Doesn't even have time to develop the really big drugs. And David, they have Botox.
Happy.
Yeah, they got Botox.
Yeah, they do. That's true. I love it. That big deal.
I think this company, this is one of, I'm going to talk about it when I have my investing conference. They say this, you want to know what's the most...
And this will continue all day.
Is that in the
All day. As they do everything they could do with the national securities exchanges and all the information and ability they have in order to depress my account, cause havoc in the account, and cause margin pressures in the account, cause the brokers to liquidate my account. You can see the two accounts, the two stocks, and you can see the account. And the time now is 9:37 a.m. on December 3, 2021. See? They just see that? My name is Jude Kenneth Oji. December 3, 2021. You can see the account. You can see where the account is as I talk to you. Down from 33,000 this morning. You can see that down from 33,000 this morning. 30,000 have been cut out from the account. You can see that 30,000 have been cut out from the account. See that? You see? Just jumped from 2,000 to 23,000. See? As I was going to just jump from 2,000 where they put it to 23,000. You can see that? It just jumped, see? Right back again, down to 2,000. Down to 1,000 now. Down to 1,000 now. See that? You can see what is going on there, right? This account has been brought down to $1,435 from more than $600,000 to $1,741 now. From more than $600,000 by Citadel Securities, GTA Securities, and market makers that are working with them together, using facilities of NYSE Archipelago, the CBOE's BATS, EDGX, and EDGA, as well as Amex, Nasdaq, the Cincinnati Exchange, and other market makers and hedge funds working with them together. You can see that, right? It's a complete wipeout right now. It's a complete wipeout right now from more than $700,000. Cash infusion this year alone is over 450. The positions that I had as of June this year on this account, this particular Webull alone was 324,000, and I have since been moving all my other accounts and consolidated all of them here. And this is where we are today. This is where we are today. The whole thing being for them to force Webull to liquidate this account. And that is where we are. Look at that. Look at that. See that? 1.8 million shares of Ride has been traded. And if you look at the hotel stock, 247,000 shares, 248,000 shares have been traded. Now look at my account.
The biggest defense conference of the year is kicking off today. There is a lot on tap: COVID and supply chain issues, cyber attacks, Afghanistan, Russia, and of course, China, in what's increasingly being referred to as a new arms race. Now, according to the Reagan National,
all this happening in the shares of
China is the biggest threat to
Lordstown Motors, RIDE, Ashford Hospitality Trust. You see that? They're now holding the AHT flat and one place at only 252,000 shares. Now look at the account.
We're squawking the street after this break.
Give more than a gift. Etsy.
Rated T for teen.
I am the myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the rage, the destruction. I am eternal.
This is the dimension.
See the time, and you can see the attack on the account, on virtually everything I've worked for, by those who are entrusted with the powers of controlling our finances and our lives. Look at that. See that? 263,000. They kept the stocks, they brought them down and kept them flat, and then decided to attack the options. All this calculated to get Webull to liquidate all my positions. And Webull has all this notice. I've already sent them. I've been sending them everything that I have collected on this since October. So they have this already. And the Citadel and GTA Securities and the rest of them don't know that I was able to gather all this and send them to Webull. And so Webull has this information and knows exactly what is going on in my account. That this is all an orchestrated and coordinated attempt to wipe out the account.
Because they have the ability to raise ever so slightly because people love their product. And this is a new theme I get when people ask me, well, I want to buy Chipotle, are they sustainable? One of the things that Callan's pointed out is because of their sustainability, people buy the stock, people go there. It's important.
We're a long way from the 18-month period where you thought we'd have to...
You can see what's going on. Look at the account, the stocks. Ride and AHC, they are flat. They just kept them flat there. But then using the options to keep binding up and triggering all kinds of alerts on the account in order to get Webull to start acting. As tempted as I want to stop the video before it gets too long, I want to be able to capture what they will start doing. See that? See that? Look at them now buying up the ride. See, they've started buying the ride and the AHT. See that? And so I'll let this video run to the 10th minute to capture a little bit more on this.
Who thinks they're going to reach down and buy, Dave's Sporting Goods and Jim Cramer's Outdoor can't get together.
They didn't like the great outdoors buying Sports Warehouse.
Well, remember Dave's Outdoor was a bust down.
We'll see you tonight, Jim. Mad Money, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Nasdaq is down almost a full percent, and Dow has lost its gains.
Take a look. Look at the volume. 300,000 shares only. And look at the volume on Ride. 2.2 million shares. But look at the account.
That's why we pay more where the cost of living is higher. We'll keep doing a better job for our employees, whether they're here for a season or a career.
First, you see last. And then the present.
And finally, Ebenezer,
The future. Introducing the all-electric EQS. Happy holidays from Mercedes-Benz.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's
You see that?
more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase.
See what just happened?
Fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness,
See that?
loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising,
I'm going to stop the video now
symptoms of an infection,
so I can
worsening rash, are or
send this out and then it can be able to